What's up everybody, it's Rob from the Basement Bike Shop, and in this video I'm going to show you how to twist lace BMX wheels. Now the twist I'm about to show you is what I refer to as the double twist, and it starts from an ordinary 3-cross pattern. Now I know a lot of people are against twist lacing. They say it's a bad idea and that it can't possibly be as strong as a normal lace. But there are a lot of different styles of twist lacing out there. This double twist that I do is one of the strongest of all the twist laces that I've seen so far. And although it might not be as strong as a normal lace 3-cross pattern, it is close and I have never had a problem with it. I have run this style of lacing for many years on many different bikes and have never had a problem. In fact, 2 years ago I did the ultimate test and twist laced my fat bike wheels. Now there is nothing that will put more torque on the spokes than braking from a disc brake with the rolling weight of a fat bike tire and tube and rim. And these wheels have held up just fine for the last 2 years. The first thing you're going to want to do is watch my how to lace BMX wheels 3-cross pattern video, or any lacing 3-cross pattern video. It doesn't matter if you do it my way or somebody else's way. It's what comes after this that's going to change. The one thing you got to remember is that when you use the spoke calculator to order your spokes, you're going to want to order them 2 millimeters longer than when it tells you. If you're doing 26-inch rims, you might want to do it 3 to 4 millimeters longer. And then you're going to lace the whole 3-cross pattern with just the nipples turned a couple of turns on each spoke and loose. And then after that, you're going to start with this video. Once you have the whole wheel laced 3-cross pattern, we're going to concentrate on the last cross in the wheel. That's the cross where the inside spoke goes to the outside of the cross and the outside spoke goes to the inside of the cross. And we're going to take out the nipples in those 2 spokes. Now, be careful not to drop the nipple into the rim if it's a double-walled rim. And then we're going to remove those spokes from the spoke holes. And then, without kinking it, a nice gradual twist. You're going to twist those 2 spokes twice so that the same spoke actually goes in the same hole that it came out of. And then one at a time, we're going to put the nipples back in those 2. And then move on to the next 2 spokes on that side. Same procedure, we're going to remove the nipples, pull the spokes out of the spoke holes, and then very smooth gradual bend. We'll twist them twice. Now if the twists don't look even from spoke to spoke, don't worry about that. When we tighten it up at the end, it will bring everything to a more even look. And then you're just going to continue the pattern all the way around this side of the wheel. Removing the spokes, nice gentle gradual twist, and putting the spokes back in. And you're just going to get the nipple a couple of turns on just so that it holds to the spoke. Then after we finish twisting this one side, we'll flip the wheel over and start the other side. Now remember, if you laced where the spokes, the outside spokes both go toward the front of the bike or back of the bike, then you'll twist the spokes the opposite way on this side. But you'll see that when you start twisting. And then we'll do the same thing to this side as we did on the other side. Double twisting each of the last crosses. and then putting the spokes back in. Remember, you're just starting the nipples onto the spokes. Give them a couple of twists, but leave it loose. It'll give you a little more room and to work with when you're lacing the wheel itself. And we're going to pull the whole thing tight at the end. Now I think that twist lacing originated back when spokes were made out of a softer material. They weren't as stiff, so they stretched a lot more. And instead of having to run out and get new spokes every time they stretched, if you would put a twist in it to take up the slack, then you could ride those wheels a little bit longer. Is what I've been told anyway. But I could see how they might have been started for artistic or fashion reasons also. So once we have the wheel finished being laced, we're going to start tightening it up evenly. And I'm looking at how much thread is sticking out of the nipple. And I want to make that even on every spoke. So let's say I want to turn every spoke in so that about 1.5 millimeters of thread is still showing. Then I'm going to go through and do that to every spoke. And then if it's still really loose, I'll go through again and I'll tighten it until no thread is showing. But I would rather tighten it a little bit at a time, evenly, than try and, get it tight right away. And also in between there, you want to straighten the wheel a little bit so that you're tightening it and straightening it at the same time. I'm using a nipple driver here to tighten it, but you can use a regular spoke wrench also if you don't have a nipple driver. It's just that with the twist lacing, you're not going to have as much room for your spoke wrench, so you're just going to have to do like quarter turns at a time, but it's still very manageable. At this point, the tightening and straightening is identical to tightening and straightening a 3-cross pattern. I'd go through the whole thing again with you, but I feel like I would leave out some detail every time I did it. So instead, I'm going to refer you to my wheel building, wheel lacing video, and start it at 13 minutes in. I'll put a link on the screen, and there'll be a link at the end of this video. That will walk you through the tightening and straightening of the wheel, and then after that, it will refer you to the truing video, or you can look at any truing video. You're going to true this wheel the same way you would any other 3-cross pattern wheel. And that's about it for this video. Thanks for watching. And if you like what you saw, hit that subscribe button and I'll keep these videos coming. With summer starting, I'm getting busier and my videos won't be as on schedule as I'd like them to be. But if you don't want to miss them, you can turn those alerts on and you'll be notified of when they erratically come out. If you have any questions or suggestions for future videos, you can comment below or you can send me an email. Thanks.